Welcome. This is the Team 2 Australia DTL Lessons Learned Brief from the lockdown exercise in which a ransomware cybersecurity incident was experienced. This brief will cover work performed during recovery, areas where the incident response plan was effective, areas that failed, what the team can do to improve, what vulnerabilities currently exist, and final recommendations. Incident response plans help to reduce the loss an organization incurs during a cybersecurity incident. Computer Security Incident Response Teams, CSIRT, action the incident response plan and are notified of incidents as soon as they are discovered in an attempt to reduce downtime and restore systems as quickly as possible. Beginning with the most critical systems, recovery stages are followed in order to ensure accurate and quality recovery of systems. Some of the areas where the incident response team was effective include responding quickly in a timely fashion, thus minimizing the downtime, taking correct initial instruction to unplug from the network, and successfully using organizational tools and resources to locate malicious files, decrypt the ciphertext, and avoid paying ransom. Several areas were identified which failed to protect the computer system for this incident. The network security controls that failed during this incident consisted of access control, auditing and authentication, communications protection, and configuration management. Additionally, the intrusion prevention system failed to adequately identify the incident as the application rules were not inclusive of this type of incident. There are several ways to improve the current security controls. Intrusion detection application rules must be updated regularly to identify abnormal traffic within the network. The use of penetration testing can be implemented to identify where application rules are weak. The annual Australian Cybersecurity Centre Information Security Manual covers a myriad of security controls that all government agencies are required to follow. Some of these controls include establish regular monitoring and testing of the network, establish regular updates of antivirus, software, applications, and systems, the hardening of user applications, servers, and operating systems, configuration of Microsoft macro settings to run from trusted sources or with digital certificates, and the placement and configuration of next-generation firewalls. Users are the weakest link in any information system and thus require consistent training to enhance their awareness of the tactics threat actors employ to breach an information system. Establishing a security awareness team is the first step in the development of a security awareness program. The scope and membership of the security awareness team will depend on the unique needs of the organization and its culture. A good awareness program will assist all personnel in identifying threats, to view security as useful, and making security a priority in their day-to-day activities. The end goal is for all employees to feel comfortable reporting possible security problems. The configuration management controls were not properly implemented on this computer. Microsoft Excel default security measures were left in place instead of administratively disabling macros via the group policy management. Unauthorized remote code execution should not have the read-write access to data hosted on this computer. Unauthorized software executables should require administrative privileges. Likewise, only those that are authorized to execute should be available to be ran. And lastly, no self-executing programs should be allowed to be on the computer. Patch management is the process of installing the latest patches of various systems within a network. The objective of patch management is to keep the diverse systems in a network current and secure against assorted types of hacking and malware. Deploying security patches correctly and timely will significantly diminish many varieties of attacks. Another benefit of patch management is the increased productivity through performance enhancements. To minimize impact and reduce exposure to threats, access should be restricted to only users' intentional acts. Restricting users' ability to run as administrator can reduce the ability to execute unauthorized programs and software. The timely patching of software vulnerabilities is essential. Implementing an automated patching program is highly recommended. Finally, backups should be performed regularly to ensure that the most recent capture is an accurate representation of the organization's data. This capture can then be used to facilitate in recovering information necessary to maintain business continuity.